So I hate to interrupt you guys for tonight, but today we are here to talk about a couple things in NASCAR racing right now. And there's some things that I'm really mad about. So first off, so it's been a day now that Joey Logano had recently won the 2018 NASCAR championship. And now you see there is a side of people that like me that think he does not deserve the championship and stuff like that. While there's others, example which Eric Estep, and I'll get to this in a little bit, who think that he completely deserve it. Now, actually, when you actually think about it, he kind of did deserve half of it. I mean, yeah, he was consistent, actually, but really, I don't really feel like that he really kind of should have won because one, this championship system is about winning the most races, and for the past couple years, Kevin Harvick won a lot of races in 2014. Kyle Busch won a lot of races in 2015 as well. 2016, Jimmy Johnson won a lot of races, and then Martin Truex Jr. won a lot of races, but Logano only won 3. And now we come to the part that really pisses me off, really, or ticks me off. And that is there are a lot of NASCAR fans that simply, I'm trying to say here is that there are a lot of NASCAR fans out there that, one, completely do not get about racing. They think that NASCAR should be like football or baseball or hockey or whatever. And the deal is, and like they think it's that. They think it's just drama. They think it's drama. They think it's a stick and ball sport. NASCAR is not a stick and ball sport. NASCAR is auto racing, and the way it was, and it's not a stick and ball sport. If you want to know how NASCAR got started, basically it was started. Now, what the way NASCAR started, and this is a quote probably from Talladega Nights, even though I don't really like that movie. The quote was that how did NASCAR get started? Basically, a bunch of people took cars, they made them go fast, and they outrunning the cops because they had moonshine in the back of their cars. And then that's how NASCAR got, started and stuff like that. NASCAR is not a stick and ball sport. Okay? NASCAR shouldn't determine a championship with a playoff system. NASCAR auto racing does not need a playoff system. And there's the only time where I'm not going to mention other racing series. Now, some of these NASCAR fans hate Formula One or maybe IndyCar, but especially Formula One. Okay, at least Lewis Hamilton deserves his championships in Formula One and stuff like that. Okay? There are a lot of things and stuff like that. But mainly, like racing fans like Eric, okay, I'm not even going to call Eric Eastep a racing fan. He's basically a stick and ball sport fan. And the fact is that he loves the NASCAR playoffs. It's just embarrassing. I mean, my God, you honestly like the playoff system. Every NASCAR fan does not like this playoff system. I can tell you that they don't like it at all. Okay? And you can tell me, I don't like the NASCAR playoff system. It's trash. It's trash all the way. And one, there's a lot of NASCAR fans that are completely out of touch of the automotive. They honestly don't understand much about cars and stuff like that. I don't know much about cars, which is why that I want to get into automotive classes next year. But hey, at least I'm not a complete fanboy of the Chevy Camaro and stuff like that. And yeah, this is the crappy version. Yeah, crappy version of the Camaro. I mean, seriously. I mean, honestly, if you're to ask me, I like cars. Okay, I've liked them for a long time. Okay, and I know a little bit about them. Okay, but there are a lot of these fans that are just completely out of the automotive industry, okay? Out of the automotive industry. And stuff like that. And I'm honestly drivers, okay, people like Eric Estep and also NASCAR Race Fan 2015, who doesn't even show his freaking face and literally makes a video and literally makes a video once a week, once a damn week or something like that. And the fact, oh, also another fact is that and also like NASCAR is not a stick and ball sport, okay? And for any of you who just watches NASCAR just for that, or just watch it because of the crashes or the drama, NASCAR, that is not what NASCAR is. NASCAR is racing. NASCAR is racing. It's two cars. Basically, it's between two cars. Two cars. It's basically about racing again. It's racing. Two cars trying to fight themselves out for the lead and stuff like that. And that's what makes NASCAR good. The crashes doesn't make NASCAR good. It honestly just hurts these drivers going through these wrecks, because honestly, you're probably wondering, oh, I hope they're okay. But no. And also the fact is how the chase started is now here's another part. If any of you are wondering why the chase was developed, or who developed the chase, one was obviously Brian France. But also there's someone else who also was involved in making the chase. When Winston left as the main sponsor in 2003 after Matt Kenseth won his championship, ironically, the chase was developed. The chase was developed, and you want to know who's the new sponsor? And then there was a new sponsor that came in, Nextel. Explains why it's called the chase for the Nextel Sprint Cup, for the Nextel Cup, or chase for the Sprint Cup. Thus, and obviously, the main sponsors of these racing series when Nextel came in to NASCAR, both them and Brian France developed the chase. Then they were rebranded to Sprint. That's why the chase was developed. And just to say, the 2004 chase to the 2006 chase format was not bad. It wasn't really bad at all. And now let's talk about the Monster Energy era. When Monster Energy came as a sponsor, it was changed again. Now it didn't change that much, but it got rebranded from the chase to the playoffs. The playoffs. And also, there are also the new stages. Isn't it ironic how Sprint leaves as a sponsor, and then Monster Energy comes in, and all of a sudden they're stage racing? You ever wonder why? And also, here's some evidence. Here's some stuff to back up. Why at the end of these stages do they use a green checker flag? And what's the color of Monster Energy? Green. So obviously that's something. And most likely when Monster Energy leaves as a sponsor, which is after 2019, there probably will be a new chase developed by the new sponsor and stuff like that. I think the chase system will be changed up for 2020 and stuff like that. And also, just to tell you about, and also here's something else that I also have to say. What also pisses me off, and that is one, NASCAR fans complain about how there's dominance in NASCAR and stuff like that, especially NASCAR Race Fan 2015. If you're watching this video, NASCAR Race Fan 2015, which you're chicken enough to show your face. You honestly probably hate the first half of the season when you probably hated the races that Kyle Busch, Kevin Harvick, and Mark Truex Jr. dominate the races in. You honestly probably hate them because, one, there's dominance in NASCAR. There's dominance in NASCAR and stuff like that. And honestly, it's not like your favorite driver Jeff Gordon won 10 or 13 races. And what's also ironic in that is, one, you're a fan of Jimmy Johnson and Jeff Gordon, and they basically won every single goddamn race back in the day. So saying that you hate the dominance in NASCAR is an understatement because, one, your favorite driver Jeff Gordon won a whole bunch of races as well. He dominated the whole season as well. So what is that? So what's that? Honestly, you just make yourself look so stupid. And honestly, when you try to talk about cars, it honestly is all cringe. You thought the Supra was a new car, which is why Orca Flop gave you a big old comment and basically made a whole paragraph essay and stuff like that. And my God. you know, and stuff like that. But that's not only to him, that's also to the fans that just hate dominance in racing. Dominance has always been in racing. There's always been one driver that's been winning a lot of races. You know why? Because he's the best car. He's the best car all season. And honestly, you know what? I may actually consider in the NASCAR Spyder Cup Series, I may consider there to be drivers that win different races. That honestly, I would maybe have either Mark Truex Jr. or maybe Kyle Busch next season to win a whole bunch of races, like 3 or 4. Honestly, you know, and stuff like that. So it just, you know. So yeah. So in short, there's so many NASCAR fans are so out of the automotive industry. They think NASCAR is a stick and ball sport. You know, NASCAR should not go for the NASCAR. Don't go for the casual fans. Go for the racing fans. The people that care about cars. They care about automotive racing. You can maybe you can try to get IndyCar fans, IMSA fans, even Formula One fans, even the people in stupid Britain that think NASCAR is just turning around in circles and stuff like that. Get them in. And also the fact is that you're not going to change your schedule next season. It's completely trash because one, we're basically racing at the same racing events next season, and honestly, it's just what the heck. So yeah, so that is basically the end of this rant. Hopefully you guys enjoy this video. Tell me in the comments what do you think about it. Honestly, if you think NASCAR is a stick and ball sport, get out. Get out. There's a door right there. Go watch your stupid football, baseball. That is the sport for you. And just get out of racing. Get out of racing before it gets even more heated.